wanted to make a snow angel, so I did. Hey everyone, I am back and want to show you part 2, which is the last half of my December daily album. So I'm just gonna jump to it because I got a lot going on today. Okay, so I left off right here. All right, excuse me. Okay, so this was, what day would have, this is the 13th, so I think this is the 12th. This is probably the 11th. Yes, because I thought this was 10, because I obviously can't do math or don't pay attention to details instead of, I thought it said 5 plus 5. Whatever. Anyways, let's not get into that. This day, I didn't have a whole lot going on, so I've been trying to tell a little bit more of my stories and, sharing some things like that. So I just took this picture outside because it was snowy out, and I put on this hat, and I wanted to write about how my mom brought this hat for Nadia, but I somehow always have it on my head. So, and then I used my typewriter to just type out some stuff about how I love taking photos in the snow. This day was, what did I do? Oh, I just, I put some photos, I backed it on scrapbook paper here to make this little insert here, just for some added whatever, interest, I guess I could say. I like different size pages and things, obviously. This day, my husband was actually fixing a necklace that one of my friends, she broke it whenever we were at their house, and he thought that he was like, you mind if I have a go at it and try to fix it? Because that's just what Dana does. And this was a picture I took of him fixing it, and then I have it hung on the wall here. And I just did my journaling right here, really small. It just says, I love the way you love my friends. And I was just talking about how he went out and bought new supplies, and he thinks nothing of these things. He just does them because he's just very caring. I married a good one. So I liked how I just kind of added that little story in there. Excuse me. I have such a tickle in my throat right now. This day, I took some Snapchat, like screenshots of some Snapchats that I was having with my friend. Well, she got the necklace back, and so she was saying stuff about that. And also we're going on a trip together at the end of the month, and she just found out about it this day. So I was writing about how, just how excited we were and just how awesome it's going to be. So I really like this page. It's the colors, but I love this house sticker from Fa La La. It's one of my favorites. That little pink house. This day was fun. I was playing out in the snow by myself, but I was taking a picture, and I printed my photo I printed 3 of these pictures at this size, and then I just took them to my paper trimmer and just cut them in half, so it makes this little fold out here. So it just goes like that. And I was just writing, or I put how to adult. I wanted to make a snow angel, so I did. # this is adulting. That's pretty much what I wrote on my Instagram account whenever I was sharing this picture, because I wanted to make one, but Nadia didn't. So I'm not going to let a child dictate whether or not I get to go out and make a snow angel. And for my journaling, I just wrote out what my dad told me on Facebook when he saw my picture, and he was basically saying that he's pretty sure he'll come home to find the same thing one day. He said, I'm certain that I could find a picture of a senior making snow angels with or without an adult or without children present. And then I just wrote, I got it from my mama, because she does the same thing. She just, if she wants to do it, she wants to go out and build a snowman, she's going to do it. So I liked that little spread there. That was fun to make. This day we had a movie night at my friend's house. So us little girlfriends, we got together in our jammies and we watched Christmas Vacation. So, I just made this little pocket, and then in this envelope I just have some extra pictures from that day. But in this, this little chipboard piece from, the Fa La La collection, it said Mary, and then I just used my, my Dymo label maker to put mamas, so it says Merry Mamas. this next day, we made our Christmas ornaments this year because the shop that we usually go to, the owners retired. So, I mean, good for them, but we were kind of disappointed because we've gone there every year. But I had a lot of clay left, so from projects I was making. So we actually just made our own Christmas ornaments this year. And I wrote about that and how Nadia wanted a shower ornament. I shared this on my Instagram too, so you can go read about it there. But I just, I took a picture of our ornaments and wrote about it, and that's it. But the shower is my favorite because it's just so, it's funny. Oh, this day she was cracking me up when she was taking a bath. She wanted me to hold a mirror up so she could make a bubble beard, and she was like perfecting it in the mirror. And so I had to just get out my phone and just take a couple quick little pictures there for that because I thought that was so funny. And then I redid part of her upstairs bedroom. It's kind of like a guest room / second bedroom for Nadia if she wants to use it. And I put this little chalkboard wall up, and I thought that was fun. So I took a picture of all that and stuck that there. This day I haven't finished yet because I have a lot of journaling to do, but I made this vellum envelope and just put Sweet Sunday. Because this day I had like a really great morning. I got to make some pancakes for breakfast. My friend Chelsea was leading worship at her church, so I streamed it live online so I could kind of be there with her. And then we went out and driving around looking at the Christmas lights in all the neighborhoods around us, and we just had so much fun that I have so much to write about it, like funny quotes that Nadia said and all kinds of stuff. So we had a great time that day, so I want to make sure that I do it justice by writing out all the stories. So once I get that done, I'm just going to stick it in the envelope too. I wanted to do this like months ago, and I was like, I'm going to do it in my December daily. So finally got a little portrait of all of our cats that we have, and I wanted to do this because I've been kind of sad because because Powder's not here. And if you've been following along, you know that he passed away in October, and it was unexpected and sad, and we're not over it. So I thought that, I missed some of the things like him being really ornery and trying to take the ornaments off the tree and stuff. And I'm really happy that I have photos like that in my old December dailies. So I wanted to make sure I had a picture of all of our cats in this one. So I have this little, I had this card from, it's one of the, what was it last year? It was another crate paper. I feel like that's all I use these days. Snow and Cocoa, and it says hot cocoa, and it said fuzzy socks, but again, I used my label maker to make it say cat. So, and then I just took the whole thing to my sewing machine to shut the pockets, and I've been liking to do that more and more for things like sequins, like the shaker pockets, because I have this love-hate relationship with my fuse tool. It always either cuts through, or it doesn't seal the whole way, or it's all crooked and looks silly. So I'd rather just do sloppy stitching and just get the job done fast. So anyways, I like that page. And then on the back, I just decorated it with like some stickers and stuff that I had because I didn't have any little pictures I wanted to slip in there. So I just decorated it like that. This was funny. I mean, it's not funny for her, but it was funny. The story, my friend's car broke down when she needed to run some errands, like important ones. And so I went over there to kind of just help her out and like take her car to get repaired or drop off once, AAA got it started and all this stuff. But her son was in the back of my car, and I said, come on, we're going to go on an adventure. And he corrected me and he said, no, Mary Beth, it's a grand adventure. So I put Mary Beth and Elliot's grand adventure because I just thought that was so cute. I wanted to share that. So I used I've been really liking adding those extra little, what do I want to call them? Like the pockets that are the page protectors that have the adhesive on them so you can add to it so they flip up or whatever. I kind of like adding them to just regular pages sometimes so I can do my journaling underneath so it doesn't take up more space on the page. So that's what I did here. All right, moving right along. Day 20. Nadia wrote her first letter to Santa, and it was so cute that I knew I wanted to put it in here and keep it. So she actually did this herself. Like I read it to her and then she filled in the words and I helped her spell some of the things, but I just loved it so much. And then I took this picture of her here because I wanted to remember that she also has been wearing gloves all the time. Like she just always wants to wear one. And then I used my white pen to write on this spot here that when she finished her letter, I told her it was really good. And she said, I hope so. But the way I kept this in here is I wrote my own letter to Santa, and she asked for things like goldfish, Cheerios, and octopus. I just wrote my own letter here and basically said, don't worry about the groceries, I'll get the groceries. And then I basically said that I hear you take letters via email and text now, so I'm going to snap a photo and send it along. So that's how I was able to keep this in here. I'm just going to set this right here. And if you want to pause this to read the letter, go ahead. I don't mind. So there. But I'm not going to read it because it takes too much time. Next page. I am obsessed with this Hearth and Hand collection from Target. Anyone? I can't. I just put somebodystopme.com, hashtag out of control shopping, hashtag take all my money, because I seriously can't stop. So I made this like magazine type of page in Canva again, and then I actually just journaled a tiny bit on the back of one of the tags that came on the pot holders. So I just reused that for the journaling. I journaled on this and stuck it in here. It's just a Project Life card. I actually just cut it down so it would slip in there. And I wrote about how my sister-in-law sent us this vegan jerky and it's so stinking good. So I just wrote about that. And I actually, when we finished it, I just washed out the bag and punched. My camera cut me off. I have no idea where it stopped, but I was saying that I just saved this bag and then punched holes because I thought it was pretty and it matched this spread here. So I was like, hey, perfect. So there it is. This day I didn't do any journaling on it. I don't know that I'm going to, but I just made this very simple page and just stapled like this little rubber wreath with the date, and I just showed our wrapping paper because we were supposed to wrap gifts this night. As it turns out, I did this page before just to, because the lighting was good. So I was like, well, we're going to wrap gifts tonight, so I'll just take the picture of the rolls of paper right now while the lighting's good. But then we didn't end up doing it. So it's just in there just for the sake of being there. And then on the back, I just have just some like filler things. I laminated this little piece of ephemera to stick in there. It says jingle. And then here, I have not written yet on this tag, but I'm going to write about how Nadia sat on Santa's lap for the first time at school and how her aide sent me this, texted me this picture, and it was a big deal. And I wrote about that on Instagram too, so you can just go ahead and read it there if you care. Ooh, it's getting hard to turn. Okay, day 23. Nadia has been dressing herself, and I think she looks amazing. Again, Instagram, you can read about it, but she just, like, she's not fazed by the cold at all, so she wanted to go out to take a picture in the snow. And so I have that there, and I made it into a pocket because then later this day we made sugar cookies. They actually look like gingerbread cookies, but it's because we use coconut sugar. So they come out looking like gingerbread, but they're actually very good sugar cookies. And then I had this little, Serena, did you send this? Oh man, I can't remember if it was Serena or Sabrina. But anyways, thank you. I had this little gingerbread guy, and I just stuck him on a paper clip here because I thought that was a perfect embellishment for a paper clip. But I wanted to write about, I still have journaling to do, obviously. You can tell I'm not completely finished, but I just want to get this video out of the way. I was going to write about how my parents were traveling today to come visit us for Christmas, so I thought this journaling card was good for that. And then on this tag, I wanted to write about how we were decorating the cookies, and I was decorating some and she was decorating the others, and she kept saying this was butt cream, like Desitin, and she was being so silly. And I actually have a video that I stuck on Instagram as well, so with this post of her saying it, because it's so funny. I kind of want to see if I can figure out how to do like the QR code, so I can like print that out and then like maybe put it on the back here so that I can replay the video whenever using a QR reader on my phone. I've never done that before, but I see people do it all the time, and I figure I can figure it out, and that would be a fun way to have the video that goes with this picture. This next day, I made a gingerbread house with my parents. It was fun to decorate it with my dad and Nadia. And I just wrote how let the festivities begin. I just took a Sharpie straight to this photo and just wrote on it, which I don't technically always like to do, because I'm not going to lie, I'm one of those people that don't really care for my handwriting. And it's like my handwriting's fine until I go to put it in a book, and then it gets all weird. And like, this is not how my writing normally is. But as soon as I get have like a book or some journaling to do or whatever, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Does anyone else have that problem? Like, does it even make sense? But anyways, I just did it because I don't care. And then I said how we played Jenga and then ate a delicious dinner. I have some photos I want to stick in this little, I just like made an envelope on with my punch board, and I just attached it to the page protector, just on the outside. So I have some photos I want to stick in there of that. And then I just have this little picture. It says, "To Nadia from Santa." That was Santa's present. Because I ended up wrapping gifts and whatever that night. So wait till the last minute. Anyways, it's Christmas Eve. And then, yeah, okay. And then on this tag, I didn't do any of this journaling. I'll do that today, later tonight maybe. But I have this envelope that I also got in a Happy Mail. That one was from Serena. I do remember that. And I just put it on this tag, and then it has some pictures of like my mom and I playing Jenga. Here's the note that Santa left on the chalkboard, thanking Nadia for the cookies, and then the presents under the tree. So I just slipped those in there. My mom always leaves me a letter whenever she leaves. So I keep it, because she just finds whatever paper and then she writes it on the paper. And I just keep it, and I put it in this little bag on the back. And then here is Christmas, and this is the last that I've done. Just stuck the chipboard right directly on this page protector. I'm not going to slip anything in there. I just kind of like how you can see through it. And then I stacked a bunch of these those little flip up things on this. So then here's some pictures from Christmas all attached to this same one. And then I have a photo that I want to stick here. I want to do a lot more journaling about how Nadia got her toilet game and all that fun stuff that she wanted. There is a hair stuck to my book, as always. And then there's some things I want to like put throughout the album. I just have this page that has like my current playlist. I want to write about the movies that we've been watching, and I even wanted to make like a collage of our favorite photos from the year or whatever. So I still have some things to add, but I think that I'm going to have to put like a pocket in the back, because I can't even open these really anymore without it just exploding. So that's pretty much the end of my book. So as you can see, I haven't completely finished it, but it's as finished as it's going to be right now, because I am preparing for my trip that we are going on, like I said, here in a couple days. So super excited about that. So there it is. That is my December daily album 2017. As always, I absolutely love it. It's my favorite project of the year, and I always get a little sad when it's over, but then also kind of relieved because I start to get antsy and want to move on to you know, all that fun stuff in January where I'm like thinking of my one little word and all that, which I'm also doing the one little word. Like I'm doing the course with Ali Edwards this upcoming year, so I'm going to show you that stuff here soon. And there's just an empty page protector in here for no reason. I'll find something to do with it since I probably can't take it out without the album exploding. So anyways, there's my book. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for always being very loving with all of my videos and stuff and saying such kind things. And I hope that you really enjoyed making yours as well. And I will be back for more soon. So if you don't hear from me, I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve. When your camera cuts you off twice, you know it's time to just wrap it up. I was saying have a wonderful New Year's Eve, be safe, and I will see you in 2018. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.